welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan, and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2013 MY14 Holden Trax LTZ in this stunning orange color. So what we're going to do now is actually run through the condition on the outside of the car, try point out any imperfections or damage on the actual body, which I'm pretty confident there isn't much, as well as some of the features that does come in the LTZ model. So starting off at that front end, you've got that nice iconic Honda front end look. Sorry, not Honda, Holden, my apologies. You've got the Holden badging in the middle there with your nice chrome varnish on the outside, plastics on the bottom and the middle there, just stop anything expensive from getting damaged. Now the car does come fitted with your fog lamps at the bottom and nice big headlights, which are going to give you a nice clear line of headlight, especially when you're driving a car like this. Now coming across the front, can't really notice anything too severe. There is a minor scratch there, but the actual paint condition on the front of the car presents really well. There's no damage or marks that I can see, or denting that I can see as well. Headlights are undamaged, no cracks or scratches or anything on the headlights on either side. Now coming over to that first alloy rim, you can see there is a slight superficial markings just on the edging here and on the spoke, but other than that the rim is actually in quite a good condition. This is very superficial, so it's not going to actually damage the integrity of the rim, and you've got lots and lots of tread on these tires, actually a lot of tread on these tires. Indicator lamp is fitted into that quarter panel there, nice and easy to see when you are indicating, and your side mirrors and door handles are color matched to the car. Now being the LTZ model, you get this nice chrome plating on the outside of the door handle, which is pretty consistent amongst the Holden range, gives a nice little detail to the actual car. Now opening up the driver's side door just so you can have a look inside at how nicely this car presents. Seat bolsters are in excellent condition. It looks almost new, I gotta say. Carpets are quite clean, no damage or stains or marks whatsoever. Steering wheel has no wear. The door card has very minimal wear, where people tend to get lazy and kick the door open. There's no damage on the door card, and you've got the nice scuff plate on the inside there, which is going to protect the whole the paintwork on that inner door frame. But there is a little bit of scuffing here on the paint, but nothing too significant that you need to worry about. Now the door actually goes all the way to the bottom of the car. That's going to keep this part nice and clean, especially when you're climbing in and out, so it just keeps the dirt off your pants getting in and out. Now the car doesn't come with any tint. In a small car like this, we do highly recommend you speak to us about our tinting options, because that's going to protect everyone inside the car, and we all know all the benefits of tint. So please speak to us about these options here, make it nice and convenient for you. There is a very minor stone chip here on the side, but nothing to be too worried about, a few minor scratches here and there. Now we'll open up that actual back seats, and as you can see, we have demonstrated how those back seats can fold down. Now these will also fold flat if you do require the full boot space at the bottom. If you did require the full boot space, you can fold those seats flat for you. And I gotta say, these back seats actually present really well. No damage, marks or stains, and the bolsters are very, very comfy and firm for you. Now fuel filler cap is on the driver's side. It does just pop open like that. It will stay locked when you do lock the car. Now that second alloy, completely unmarked, no damage whatsoever, and lots of tread remaining on those tires. Coming across to the tailgate, got the Trax badging, Honda badging, and LTZ badging in that chrome finish. The car does also come with your color match reverse parking sensors along the rear bar. They're nice and easy when you're reversing a car like this, and all your reflectors and indicators with your brake lamps and indicators below that. Now opening up the actual boot so you can look inside, nice amount of space in the back here. You can lift this here up, and you've got your space saver spare wheel mounted inside there, but it is a nice big spare wheel. It's not just a tiny space saver, and you've got little storage compartments if you wanted to keep anything in the car here, and a parcel shelf to keep all your belongings nice and private in the back, stop everyone from peeking in. Now the car does also come with a reverse camera, which is mounted just under that Holden badging there. Closing that up, do also get your reverse rear wipers and high mounted brake light fitted onto the back. Coming across the passenger side of the car, now taking a look at the rims, this side generally gets the most damage, but you can see there is a bit of scuffing on that rim there. Again, very, very superficial. I can't actually feel it, so no real damage, just a bit of scuffing. Would probably come off with the polish, and no, very minimal wear on the edging here as well, but lots of tread remaining on those tires. Now coming across the passenger side of the car, indicator lamp fitted on the side there, no damage whatsoever, and except for a bit of scuffing over here. I will note that there's scuffing on the black plastic and very light marks on the actual front bar, but you can barely see it. And that fourth rim again presents pretty well. There's no damage really from what I can see. There's just a little bit of dust that's just going to come off with the wash. So you can see how nice this car actually presents, and in this orange color, it's quite a striking look. So you've got 4 good rims, lots of tread remaining on the tires. The paintwork around the car is actually pretty phenomenal, apart from that light scuff in the front there, and the car actually presents really well. So what we're going to do is actually pop the hood and take a look inside. Alright, now taking a look inside the engine bay of the Holden Trax. As you can see, this is Holden's 4-cylinder 1.8 litre Ecotech motor. It does also come with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so nice and easy shifts between your gears, nice smooth transitions, and lots of gears to actually shift through. Now this car itself has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags, so plenty of safety for all the passengers inside the car. Now this motor itself produces 103 kilowatts with 175 newton meters of torque, so again, enough torque and power for any payload needs or driving people around the city. Now this car is a petrol car with a 53 litre capacity. It does run on your regular 91 fuel, and it has a combined fuel consumption of about 7.6 litres per 100 kilometers, or an average fuel distance of about 697 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and how many people you're carrying around in the car. Now taking a look inside the Holden Trax, and I got to say, like I said, this car actually presents really well. The seats are very, very comfortable in this model, nice and fluffy cushions. The door cards are clean, and the actual interior is quite nice, I got to say. Now starting off on that driver's side door, do get all your power mirrors, power window settings. Your driver's side is fully automatic up and down. The rest are just standard power windows for you to control. Now, window lock control is just below that, just to stop everyone from playing around with the windows. Central locking button is also next to that. And above all those controls are your side mirror toggles for adjusting. Now on the right hand side, little illumination for the brightness of your cluster as well as your height of your headlights, and like the traditional, like most Holdens do, this is your headlight control. So right now it is in auto. You do get an automatic system. It is going to be a dusk sensing system, so it'll just turn on automatically for you, but you can actually manually put them on if you wanted to do so. Now on the right hand stalk are your left and right indicators with your menu control. Now that menu button is just for the display in the middle there, so you can see it shows you a bit of information, fuel economy, fuel consumption, and odometer readings. Now on the left hand side are your wipers and washers for both front and rear as well. Now the steering wheel is a very, very comfortable leather stitched steering wheel. Actually quite familiar with most of the Holden range, so these steering wheels feel pretty similar to your SV6s as well. Now on your right hand side are your media controls, so volume, source, and call and reject and mute button for your head unit. And on the left hand side are your cruise control settings, so cruise on and off, rest and set, and your cancel button. Now coming up to the top, just your entertainment system, there is a little bit of a storage compartment on the top there of the dash, and nice touchscreen head unit with your SmartLink display. So you've got audio, which will have your Bluetooth connectivity, AM, FM radio, USB and auxiliary input. And if you go back there, you've got phone for your Bluetooth Connect and SmartLink for your app connect when you actually connect your phone. But it is quite a nice display, quite easy to use. Below that are your temperature settings, so you do get heated seats in this car, which is a nice little feature in the Holden Trax. So both driver and passenger get that, and you've got your temperature, modes, and fan speed buttons. Stability control has its nice and easy to access. Below that is your downhill descent for your cruise control. If you don't know what that is, we'll explain that to you when you do come in. You've also got your 12-volt input for any additional charging, and a little storage compartment below that. Now the gear shifter is a very nice, comfortable gear shifter. When I bring that into reverse, you can see that reverse camera that does come in the model, nice and easy to clear. Rear bar quite visible there, just for backing up as close as you would need to. If I bring this down into drive, that's just your standard drive mode, but if I flick it down one, that'll put it in your manual sports shift mode. Now on the dash it'll say M1, that's for gear 1, and you can actually go up and down using the little controls on the right hand side of the actual gear shifter. So not like a traditional up and down system, but there are little buttons here for you to control that yourself, or you can just leave it in drive. The car's going to do everything for you. Nice manual handbrake, 3 cup holders, or 4 really if you wanted to use this as a cup holder as well, and there are little cushions on the side here just to hold it nice and tight in there for you. Another storage compartment here near the dash, and there is also USB and auxiliary input over there, and plenty of storage, all your service books and everything in the car. And just take a look at the interior, because I got to say this car is really, really clean for what it is. This leather presents beautifully. Now I do highly recommend you talk to us about our lifestyle pack. that is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this paint, on the leather protection on the inside, as well as we can package that in with some beautiful tinting and paint protection for this stunning orange color that you will be choosing when you purchase this car, because I gotta say it stands out immaculately, so you do want to protect it as best as you can. So what we're going to do now is actually jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2013 MY14 Holden Trax LTZ. I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the outside of the car, as well as some of the features that does come in the LTZ model. Now, as I mentioned before, there is very light scuffing just on the front there, but nothing too major. Now, if you did have any additional questions, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. The number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will give you is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of the car, and up to 200,000 kilometers. It does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance. So please speak to us about this option, because there is great value in that. In addition, I do highly recommend you talk to us about our glass coat and tinting option with the lifestyle pack that is going to give you a leather protection and exterior protection and tinting on a model like this, which is going to make it look good but also protect your investment. Now, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.